Hello Pisces, Magic Muse. Welcome back to As Above So Below Healing Tarot, where you are the magic baby. This is going to be a reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Pisceans, or if you have any heavy placements in Pisces in your chart. So Pisces, lots coming up as I kind of move into it. So I kept hearing and seeing a visual of you being like stretched. And in this stretching, it almost felt like, ooh, are we moving too fast? Like, this feels a little uncomfortable because of the rate of the stretch. But Pisces, lean into it, whether this be a literal like yoga pose or a metaphoric stretch. There's things that are happening in your life that are, a little unknown, but you're being asked to do certain things, asked to step up. This is really a big time to lean into that. So, astrological forecast, we have a full moon in Capricorn on June 29th, which I will be holding a full moon ritual all about healing the witch wound. So this is going to be about releasing limiting beliefs surrounding being seen, heard, understood, and really stepping into your mastery. Capricorn is a master. It also represents the devil in the tarot. So if there's any sort of, limitations that you're feeling that are preventing you from moving forward in your life, this is going to be a big ritual for that. And then we also have Jupiter moving into Leo on June 30th, which is the day after, and then it's going to be there. It only goes into this sign once every 12 years. So it's going to be in this sign through July 26th, which this is all about expansion. Jupiter is a benefic, expansive planet, and Leo is very much like the self of the I am radiant, I am confident, I am glowing. So this is a really big transit for the more that you take chances and expand on that, and the more confident that you are, the more opportunities are going to come your way. So really big surrounding stepping into your power. I love it. I'm super excited. All right, Pisces, let's get into this. Spirit, guides, angels, ancestors, what's happening for Pisces endurance? Keep going. Yes, yep. And Pisces, we are in summer now. We are officially in our element. So this is like that, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. So if there's something that you have laid roots down on, this is encouragement to keep moving forward, to keep swimming, keep doing the thing. Even if you feel like you may not be seeing the results that you want right away, know that you are laying the foundation. I will say this week in particular has been very magical for me. I have been getting more and more confirmation to keep going, to keep doing the thing. And I was in the store today and I came out and there was a grasshopper on my window, and grasshoppers are all about patience, trust, using your voice, and taking the leap. So sorry if you hear my puppy. I just put him down for a nap. He's 10 weeks old and he's adjusting. So his name is Lupin, by the way. But anyways, with the grasshopper, it's also about the mastering the elements. So I feel like that really ties in a big theme. So we have owl, wise seeing, wise action. Yes. And Pisces, I feel like you're also taking almost like an observer approach to certain situations in your life, particularly surrounding like friendships and inner dynamics of, okay, where do I need to invest my time? What is going to be worth it for me to grow and expand? But Pisces is all about love. We're all about, the connection, happiness, empathy. So nourishing your partnerships, the people who you love and trust, that's also a big theme here too. And you have trick or treat, mischief, and play. I love this. So this is time to have more fun, Pisces. Go out there, go swimming, go to the movies, do things that are not just grind work. Because I feel like, especially in this new era, it is also about your play. It's about your desires, your wishes, your goals. So do more of those things. If you want to go on that trip, go on the trip. You know, this is big, like, yeah, do the thing. Go and do it. All right, Spirit, let's get into this for Pisces. And Pisces, if you are looking for a reading, hypnotherapy, Reiki, massage, I do that in Somerville, South Carolina. I have a physical space, but I can also do readings virtually and Reiki virtually. So link for that is in the second pinned comment below. All right. Ooh, Pisces, I'm getting a lot around getting out of your comfort zone. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Whoo. Whoa, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, Pisces, the wheel is turning. The wheel is moving in your favor. I love this. This is like, you have done so much hard work. You have done a lot of dismantling. There has been a foundational crumble in your life because you are now I feel like you moved your life in a strategic way to allow yourself to have room to grow. And that's a badass move. Like, if you have the foresight and the all knowing to be like, what I'm doing is not working anymore, I need to shift it. And you do that, because I feel like this was very much like, you know, it was internal. I'm sure you were getting pings and stuff on the external too, but this feels like I need to make a choice. I need to make a change. And then you have the Four of Swords reversed with the Two of Swords, and you have Judgment in reversed. Okay, so to me, this really feels like there is a lot of deep diving on going inwards and feeling like, why am I holding myself back? Why do I feel stalled, or why do I feel like things aren't moving fast enough? You know, where do I need to shift my perspective in order to have a better, clear, or a better view of where I'm going in my situations in my life? And then you have Judgment in reversed here, which I'm going to get some clarification on that. So perhaps you are revisiting a judgment call that you had made, or you are contemplating on a certain opportunity decision. So, but I'm going to get some clarification on that. Spirit, why is the Judgment here in reverse for Pisces? Three of Pentacles. Okay, so Pisces, I feel like you are contemplating where to, again, put your time, energy. This is all about community, where you are looking to build for the long term, where you're looking to lay down roots, whether this be career, family, anything. But I feel like you are really doing a lot of internal searching. Because I feel like you are coming out of a period of burnout. You're coming out of a period of you knowing things aren't situated, things aren't where I want them to be. But the wheel is turning here. You have Temperance behind that. And you have Queen of Wands behind that. So Pisces, I feel like you are coming up on a tail end of, like I said, a burnout period. And with the Nine of Swords and the Three of Pentacles here, I feel like some of you have made a judgment call, or you are contemplating moving out of a work environment, moving out of somewhere that you've had to, you know, be a part of something for quite a long time. Again, with the Three of Pentacles, this is about, you know, community, this is building, but I feel like you're getting a lot of internal nudges of like, should I stay here? I feel like my values aren't being seen, aren't being, you know, rewarded for what it is that I want to do. I feel boxed in. I feel small here. So I feel like you are, again, making a big judgment call, and things are going to start to shift. You have the Tower here too. So there's a lot of change, a lot of shifting here. Okay. And Spirit, what is Pisces? Where is Pisces focus? Where is Pisces? Six of Wands. I love this. Victory, success, you know, and you see here that there's a lot of victory and success, but then there's this person right back here that is just kind of like, I don't know about this. I don't know if you can see that face, but they are like almost like haterade energy, you know? And this is you being like, I'm moving regardless. Like, I know I need to do this. Red indicates action in the tarot, and the wreath is all about completion. So you've completed a cycle somewhere, Pisces. And now you're like, you know what? Who supports me, supports me. If not, then they're not here for my evolution, you know? And that may be a hard realization to come to. I feel like you really wanted some people to come with you, but where you have been has caused you a lot of heartbreak. And I don't think that you really were vocalizing that. And you have the Empress here. Baby, moving into Empress mode. Yes, this is about receiving your blessings and not focusing on the end result. This is very much like slow down and enjoy the process, because there's just as much to learn in the journey as there is in the final destination. And as we know, nothing is ever final. There is never a final destination, because something is going to shift and change. So you might as well enjoy this ride while you are here, Pisces. So, you know, this is like you also recognizing your worth, recognizing your value and what you bring. So, Spirit, why is the Empress here for Pisces? Four of Wands. This is beautiful. Pisces, I feel like you're just taking your happy little self on down, you know, somewhere else, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to do something where people are actually of my same kin, have the same morals, somewhere where I'm going to be celebrated and appreciated for what I bring to the table. And I feel like this is also, you're doing it with other people too, because you have multiple people here. But you're recognizing that you are gonna hurt people's feelings in your evolution. It's not personal. It's not, you know, it's not something where you are meaning to do it. But in order for you to rise, you're gonna have to hurt someone in the process of something, you know? I mean, that's just the nature of change. But you're like, I have to do this for me. This is your me era. And I feel like you're saying, show me how good it gets. Show me how good it gets and let's roll, you know? But you're making a lot of different decisions now because you have done a lot of internal work. You have looked at your beliefs. You've looked at where you feel like you are not growing, and you're making those changes, Pisces, and that's beautiful. Spirit, what advice is here coming up, Pisces? What's this? Receiving frequency. That's what I just said with the Empress. Yeah, Pisces, I feel like you are also allowing yourself to meditate more. You are crown chakra. Yes, you are getting downloads from the universe, Pisces. You are getting downloads, and you are getting closer to your guides, your inner intuition. And I feel like you really had to shift your environment for that to happen. But you are getting nudges. Your psychic abilities may be opening up even further. You may be getting more sensitive, but you're wielding it now. You're wielding it because it's your superpower. And that may be why you were not meant to be in a certain situation for an extended period of time. Yes, it may have served you at one point, but now you are seeing your greatness clearly. And that takes a lot of change, and it takes a lot of like shedding of the skin. So have the snake underneath it. Expectation. Yeah, okay. Pisces, I also am getting your healing perfectionism. I feel like you have such a big expectation of yourself in, you know, how you have to do things a certain way or how you have to look, you know, and that is all a bunch of programming that is just sloughing off, and it doesn't come off in one sheet. I have a snake. She's only shed in a perfect shed once. Which I know I probably need to adjust the humidity and the water and everything. But again, that's also shifting your environment. So yeah, I think that you are moving from being in a space of victimhood of why did this happen to me, into like, there's a big evolution here into, yeah, it fucking happened, but look at where we're at now. This is big baller energy, Pisces. So, all right, guys. Again, if you want to join the full moon ritual it is on Monday, the 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time via Zoom in the Northern Hemisphere. But otherwise, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Blessed be. Bye.